We might be back. However, it does mean Twitch is going to run fucking ads again, so I'll wait until they run. But I fucking hate OBS. I genuinely do. The amount of things you should be able to do on OBS without any problem, and OBS just fucking shits itself, is absurd. Hold on. So while the ads run, because I know they're going to come in, annoyingly I have to wait for the ads manager to wake up, because in your ads manager on Twitch, you can set the delay for the first set of ads to run. It can be anything from like 1 minute to 10 minutes or something. I have it set to 1 minute because I want it to run as I go live. I want the ads to run before I actually come on and say hi. I run a couple of songs, let the ads run, then come on. That minute doesn't start as soon as you go live. So it's not 4 minutes until the first 3-minute ads are done. It's about 5. Because there's a fucking delay at the start. Like we're now 20-ish seconds away from ads running, and then I need to wait 3 minutes before I can carry on with the game while they're running. So we have started setting up, I have started setting up the new Twitch scenes and bits and OBS shit that I bought quite a while ago. For example, that is what the new starting screen will look like. These little green bits on the left, it's not the green bits to move, it's the text, I think. It's like diagonally across the green bits on the left. Move, like they scroll. There's a slight animation on the streamer's starting bit. The music player will be there. I think I put it in the top right next to streamers. Then alerts are above the Ko-Fi, coffee, whatever you want to call it, thing. But yeah, that's the new streamer's starting screen. BRB screen is basically identical, except the text is slightly further down in the middle somewhere. And I think it's pink. Because I've got, I think it's green, blue, pink, and yellow alternatives to each scene. So this starting screen, there's a pink version instead of green. There's a yellow version, a blue version. You have all of them to switch between. So I'm gonna get them set up. The plan is to minimize things. So currently we have starting screen, BRB screen, which I don't even use. So why I have it, I don't know. Literally, I have a just BRB message that comes up on screen when I go BRB. Switching that to something else. Just chatting, never use it. Probably going to put a just chatting up on the other. I could just do like a camera chat kind of thing. But yeah, we'll have some form of just chatting for like bigger camera with chat up kind of thing that I can toggle on and off. But currently we have stream starting, just chatting, BRB, a DBD scene. So where we have the game, the chat, and then rotates to just the game. Full screen, which is this one, so just camera and game. Game and chat, which is like when we used to do the Pokemon games where you have to get the slightly smaller game box to the left, chat to the side, camera above. Literally haven't used that in over a year. And an ending scene. We have 7 scenes. BRB could be removed because I can literally just put a toggle on for a picture that comes up to say back in a bit. Game and chat can go, we don't use it. The DBD scene can go because I can just merge it with this one and have a toggle for DBD specific things. There should be 4. We have 7. And arguably I could also get rid of just chatting and have that as a toggle that comes up over the game. That's it. So I could have 3. With just a few little extras that toggle, and that's it. Trying to simplify things. But I also want to redo things, so we're going for this like lighter. I realize I'm talking and I'm blocking my own camera. But going for this lighter motif. There are new alerts as well, like there's the ones that it's come with. Basically, there's a webcam box for the new setup that if there's an alert, the webcam box reacts. So like a new follow, there's text that comes across the camera. Things like that. I'm unsure whether I'll use them or whether I'll stick to the current alerts that we've got. I don't know. We'll see what they look like. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Re-up ads. Speaking of Mo, it's almost Movember. Finally have a beard. Why would you... No. No. Beards are gross. Beards are gross. I will stand by that. Give me a minute. Oh shit. It's the PlayStation's 30th anniversary soon. Why do I feel like it feels like PlayStation's been around longer? Early glimpse to some of the ways we are giving back thanks to our community. Blah blah. Speaking of PlayStation, I'm semi-considering getting the new Astrobot. When does that drop? It drops soon, doesn't it? Tomorrow. I'm semi-considering grabbing that when I get paid at the end of the month. Because it's actually, from the descriptions and the pictures, it actually looks really fucking good. But I might wait until it drops and we get like a average play time kind of thing, see what kind of length game it is, because it's a full price game. It's 60 quid. I am not paying 60 quid if it ends up being like a fucking 5-hour game. Not interested. But if it's a long game, we could also add Astrobot to our playlist because it looks really fucking good. Early look at what's ahead. My first GT. What? Look forward to a free trial version designed to attract a diverse players of all skills. That sentence is not correct. To the globally acclaimed Gran Turismo 7. So you've made a separate game, like First GT. It will be a free trial. Possibly sell Gran Turismo 7. Would you not just add a demo of Gran Turismo 7? Just Gran Turismo 7 demo? That seems stupid. Digital game soundtracks. Other shite. Free online multiplayer weekend. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. So DBD's probably going to be painful that weekend. September 21st to 22nd. Yeah, that post doesn't really say anything. Like, here's a look at the things we're doing for our 30th anniversary. Tumbleweed. Fucking tumbleweed. But yeah. Right, let's start this fucking game again. Seeing because that's another piece of fucking... Another VOD that's like 10 minutes long that I'm going to have to delete. Not that I have them published anymore anyway, but not the point. Anyone that's watching this VOD in the future in the highlights, you didn't miss anything. You missed like 10 seconds of a scene of just a car coming down a road and them sitting down. That was it. Because I tried to change my scene collection and it crashed OBS. But yeah, so this is... So just to go with a quick one again, because the ads. That's what the new starting scene is going to look like in the new setup when I finish it. We're getting there. That's the kind of look I'm going with. Ignore the Dead by Daylight text that I'm working on, because that looks horrendous. But there's a new setup coming, and that's like the general theme. It's like black and white or grey and white with a little like color road bit, bottom left bit on every scene. Yeah, there's new stuff coming. Being worked on. I literally bought the fucking assets for it about 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago, and I'm just getting round to doing some of it. And already, even just the starting scene, there is about half the sources that I have on this one, on the one that we currently use. And it does the same job. So I'm getting better at sorting out my scenes a little bit and minimizing them. So hopefully by the time I've finished it, it'll be a hell of a lot easier for OBS to run on my PC without it fucking going, there's too many things, and dying every 5 minutes. Better than me having to purge my whole trash horror collection vid from last week. Why? What happened? Hi, Vec, how you doing? Hang on. Let me just look at my recent mods, because we've had a few issues recently. So on the 29th of August, we had 3 hours and 45 playing Talos. What did we switch to after Talos? What is that? Oh, tell me why. That's why. We had 3 hours 45 on Talos. Or Talos on the start of Tell Me Why. Then Tell Me Why crashed the entire PC. I managed to get it on for 14 minutes and 10 seconds before the entire PC crashed again and I had to reboot again for us to get 41 minutes 50 before I gave up and went, nah, we'll end it there. And then 3rd of September, we had the issues when we first played this. So we had an hour and 42 of DBD in the start of Crackstone. Then OBS killed everything. Reset OBS. We had less than 20 minutes. And then reset it with the setting change that fixed the issues. We got just under 2 hours before I finished. And today, 13 minutes and 42 seconds, and then we restarted again. Ridiculous. Well, you see, Poop Killer 4 is set in a sex shop for no reason, so it's adult only and not Twitch friendly. What's the game actually called? Is it just like Trash Horror Collection and then you have games in it? I'm curious now. Trash Horror Collection 4? Trash Horror Collection 2. Fucking hell, how many are there? Ah. Horror Collection 2. But you'd think if it had an adult shop, sex shop in it, it would have an adult tag on the store listing. No. And no images from that by the look of it to even hint at that being a thing. Why is there a toilet on that man's head? Sure. Just went past the freaking image of, huh? Yeah, there's nothing even on there that would suggest that. Rest of all, it's just that one, which is understandable when you have a fight scene involving beating someone to death with a giant dildo. Yeah, you think that would be on like mentioned somewhere? Just to say, just so you know, this is a thing. Yeah, that would be mildly annoying. But yeah, Frankstone. I did go through like what has happened so far and some off-camera shit I've been seeing about this at the start of stream, but we reset, so it's not going to be in the VOD. All I will repeat is people are fucking stupid. Genuinely, the amount of people I'm seeing saying either the game is too DBD, it's not super massive enough. It's like, it's literally exactly what it was meant to be. If you're going to complain about the game in any way, complain about legitimate things like the fact that there are performance issues. Lots of people are mentioning performance issues. Mention the shitty fucking light work with the fucking torch at the start. Otherwise, shut the fuck up. Like, if you genuinely have an issue with the amount of DBD that's in this, why were you playing it in the first place? It's a DBD game. Like, it would literally be like playing, like, I mean, I said it earlier, but it would literally be like playing one of the Telltale games and complaining that there's too much of the universe it's set in. Like playing the Walking Dead one and complaining that there's characters from the TV show in it. Yeah, because it's set in the same world at the same time. This isn't set at the same time as DBD, but there are references because it's set in the DBD fucking world. Or universe, I guess. Like, shut the fuck up. Specifically a gay sex shop for some reason, so it explained why there was a Twitch category for 1, 3, and 4, but not 2. Oh, Jesus. Now I kind of want to play it. I'm convinced half the people who play DBD actually hate DBD. Call me out, why don't you? No, we know I don't hate DBD. I hate the people that play DBD. I love DBD to bits. Otherwise, I wouldn't fucking play it anymore. I hate the people that play DBD. Yeah. Another thing, so anyone that follows me on Twitter will have already seen it, but I retweeted something that I very much agree with the wording of it. So it was Real Booty Queen, who I've never watched stream. I know she streams. I only know her through Twitter because of DBD Twitter. And most of what she posts, I fully 100% agree with. Because it's usually completely opposite to the rest of DBD Twitter bullshit. What she basically said was... don't know who needs to hear this, but toxic positivity is not a solution to people's in-game experiences. Constantly putting a positive fucking spin on things doesn't help any situation in realistic terms. Like, toxic positivity is worse than negativity. Yeah, toxic positivity, i.e. everything must be shitting rainbows and have fucking glitter sprinkled all over it, otherwise it's a bad thing. Like, if you're getting tunneled out by some prick, or some prick is literally humping you in the game, don't try and put a positive spin on it. Call that cunt out. Putting a positive spin on it is toxic positivity. It's toxic. It is just as toxic as what is happening in the game. Call that shit out. If you don't, anyone that's in that match with you is going to feel shitter. As an example, say you're swiffing on stream. Somebody in your swiff has just been tunneled out, humped on the floor, treated like absolute scum since the fucking start of the match. And you sit there praising the killer for your positivity. You start GGing them. They come into the chat and you're really nice to them. That person that you're swiffing with is now sat there thinking you're a fucking arsehole. Because they've just had the worst time possible in the match and you're congratulating the person that did it to them. Call that shit out. Because there's also the aspect of, there's not going to be that many compared to how many people do it, but there's always going to be some people who only do that shit in game because they are told it's okay to do. If you constantly fucking GG well played, go next, and tell them they played really well when actually they just tunnel slugged and counter 5 gens, etc., they'll continue doing it. Most people will anyway because they're just pricks, but there's always going to be some that would stop it if they thought it actually bothered people. Genuinely bothered people. Not just whiny bitches were whining. We know that I'd probably fall under that category realistically. But there's always going to be people that would actually stop what they're doing and think, maybe I'm the problem, if they're called out. There's going to be plenty that never do. There's going to be some that might get worse because they think it's funny. Doesn't matter. Call it the fuck out. Realistically, you are as much of the problem if you never call it out as the people who do it. That is toxic positivity. It's also fake as fuck. Like, it's getting increasingly common to see people who are positive vibes only, be nice to everyone, and they're fucking not. It's a lie. It is literally a front to try and get people to follow and interact with them because they don't think they will if they're what they're actually like. I'd rather be what I'm actually like and fuck that shit. Hence, I call everything out and I'm a salty bitch. But yeah. To the game. So, we did the Murder Mill Chapter 1. Actually at the Murder Mill. Chapter 2 was us in 2024. So Chapter 1 was 1963, was it? Yeah, 1963. Chapter 2 was 2024, where we are selling stuff to do with filming a film called Murder Mill, set at the mill from the past. This is in the middle in 1980. This is Linda from the future, who is part of the crew.
Hey, what are these?
And that's where we've just come from. We got kicked out of the mill.
Surprise.
Wait.
Also, small thing, Jaime, that's the guy that's in this scene, is voiced and motion captured by the same guy who voices Trevor in Dead by Daylight.
Acting. So, it'll just be me?
So you'll be like our ambassador.
Yeah, not a chance.
Whoa, don't open that up. I still haven't taken the film out yet.
I thought it was broken.
Well, yeah, the lens is cracked, but the footage is still good. Unless, you open it.
Twitch integration is also on, so keep an eye out for the polls that come up in
stuff
chat.
Today. Glass half full.
Dude, just let me be upset. Doesn't Sheriff Green have anything better to do with his time? Like, go after actual criminals and shit?
Cedar Hills is not exactly a noted hotbed of criminal activity.
That's not entirely true. There was that whole serial killer thing.
Hold up, what now? When was this?
I was just a baby. I don't really know anything about it.
Oh, you're still just a baby.
And you still don't know anything.
Now, be a good little baby and tell me all about this whole serial killer business.
I know some stuff.
Spill it, lady.
Be a
For
good
starters,
baby
I
and
think
tell me
that's why
about the
Sheriff
murders.
Green doesn't want us to go in the steel mill.
Oh yeah, that's where it all went down.
So you do know stuff. And you held back, you traitor.
Yeah, 'cause I knew you'd get all like this.
Hell yeah, I would. Linda, tell me about the steel mill killer.
Well, that's where it all ended. But before that, there was a whole string of disappearances. Kidnappings, really. Murders.
So
Is her hair a reference to Meg? Just... It's not that often you see those stupid little pigtail braid things going on. Particularly on reddish brown hair. Is that a Meg reference?
his name. Maybe we should write him into the movie.
Oh, I don't know if we...
Frank Stone.
Huh. So Frank Stone was actually killing people in the steel mill? Like our steel mill? Where we were just shooting like an hour ago?
That's the theory.
Frank was working at the mill, but I think it was on its last legs by then. Probably not a lot of people around. They shut it down right after.
Oh, probing. Who were the victims, or puzzled? What do you think he was up to? Oh shit, I don't have my fucking chat open. I can't vote. Hold on. I'm running out of time. Chat. Vote. I'm gonna go probing. I think I'd have had the chat open knowing that this was going to be a thing, but no, I forgot. Open up my phone, that is, so I can do the polls. If I tab out, it pauses.
Who are the victims?
Just people. Some from the town.
Just
some were never
people.
Identified.
The
Very
killings were
helpful.
random. There was no pattern.
Like, how many are we talking?
No one knows for sure.
Because they never found the bodies.
They found parts.
Oh, excited. You know what this means? Or frustrated. Why withhold this until now? Oh, fuck. Did I vote? Yes. That was something that was in the patch for today. Apparently there was a limit on 4 hours. I think it was 4 hours for Twitch integration, and then it'll cut off randomly. Which has now been fixed.
Do you know what this means?
That way you need a new location.
Which is good, because I think we'll
No,
go over 4
dummy,
hours today.
That we already have.
Brennan Marlene gifted 5 subscriptions to the community.
Hi Tom, how you doing? Thank you for the gift subs. You just did that to trigger a bean, didn't you, you little fuck? Fuck's sake. Hi, how you doing? Thank you for the gifties. It's appreciated, I guess. Thank you for the gift subs to Vec, Shahad, Gibbs, Trey, and Soph.
Ah, you're being gay. Good job. Carry on.
I don't want to. Ah! Oh, you fuck. That might be... No, it's not. Say. Okay, that's not... So. Thank you for the resub. 34 bloody months. Jesus wept. Right. Suppose we have a bean to do then. Where's my wheel? Do I still have the wheel on this screen? Yes, I do. Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay, jalapeno. We can deal with that. They just taste like shit. I'm gonna do creamy sage pasta with crispy pork. Define crispy pork. What? Get that. Give me more info. What the fuck is crispy pork? What are you doing with it other than crisping it? Because just crispy pork sounds boring. So did you take the screw things for work? You'll find out, won't you? Bean. Bitch. Please, I ain't cooking shit. Either you cook the pasta, I'm having another McDonald's. I fully would as well, just to have another one of the Philly cheese stacks. So it's actually quite nice. Yeah, Bean. Ugh. Ordered batteries ordered for tomorrow. Nice. Those batteries don't seem to last very long because the Quill has also had issues with those same things. Oh, that's got a bit of a ting. Jesus. Oh. That's been in since 20. So have you just not replaced them because we've had freaking... You've had that panel beeping that the battery had a fault or power issue or whatever repeatedly while I've been doing the cleaning, and that's only been this year, like the last year. Well, you suck. Yeah, the Quills are also doing the same thing at the minute. They're waiting on batteries too. And McDonald's tonight if you want them pasta tomorrow. I mean, the only reason I would say probably yes is because I can then get another McFlurry for when I get back from work in the morning. Same as I did for this morning. That's all I'm saying. And it means we can try the thing. You can try the thing as well. I just told you about food. Mackey's. Have a good day, bitch. Anyway, back to my fucking game, you interruptive fuck.
How do you...
Think about it. Our movie shot in a real-life murder mill? You can't buy that kind of publicity, Buster.
Oh.
People are actually going to want to see this thing. We're going to be, like, totally famous.
Okay, sure. We might get some butts in seats, but like, what if they don't like what they see?
Then we just got to make sure these last couple of scenes are going to blow the top of their heads off.
Wait, so are we filming what they were the film they were already filming just in the murder mill, or are we doing a film
Hey, why don't we
out
just
Frank
take the camera
Stone
to the
in the
drugstore
murder
and see
mill?
if we can get it fixed?
So, yeah, the thing is, I kind of spent the rest of the budget on the t-shirts. Unless you know of anybody looking to get into
We'll
film
ignore her hair
finance,
pinging in then.
we're kind of shit out of luck.
Hello?
What?
Uh,
You want a piece of me too?
Movie or howdy partner or empathetic, are you okay? I mean, I feel like he'd be empathetic. Should we guess that they're possibly siblings? Because this is Amy's garage, and she just came in from inside whilst arguing with someone. I'm guessing Bonnie is his sister? Maybe?
hey, you okay? What's up?
Nothing, it's fine.
Didn't sound fine.
As soon as Mom got sick, I dropped everything in my whole life in New York to come home and help. And all he does is act like I'm not doing enough. It's like he doesn't even care what I had to give up.
I'm sure he's just worried about Mom.
Yeah, so am I. That's why I'm here. The least he could do is try not to ground me like I'm 16.
Totally.
Wait,
What's
what?
he
You,
thinking,
oh,
right?
1980s, wasn't it?
I
was about to say that eye makeup is not it, but
blow off some steam.
Back then, yes, it was.
The last thing Mom needs is for us to be screaming at each other.
It's true. Yeah, and you've been doing an incredible job. I mean it. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Uh-oh.
What?
Linda, where's the Jaime bell?
Ring, ring.
What's the Jaime bell?
My darling brother has the tendency to lay it on a little thick whenever he's about to ask for a favor.
No, I'm just speaking from the heart.
Okay. What do you need from me?
Well, we're making this movie, and we're so close to finishing, but we just need a little extra bit of money.
Of course you do. What else is new?
What Jaime's trying to say is our camera got busted today, and we need a few bucks to get it fixed.
Ouch. How much do you need?
I mean, why would you go for 10? Why would you say $10? You'd start at 20, and if she's not okay with it, you drop it to 15. Bartering people, come on. Never start at the low point. When you're asking for money, trying to like pay for something, and you're trying to wiggle the price, start low.
Just like $20 would probably cover it.
$20. That ain't pocket change.
That's how much camera repairs cost these days.
Seriously?
We're trying to make this
Bitch,
thing good.
be grateful you're not
and
40 years in the
good
future,
don't
because
come
20
cheap.
quid is not getting you a repaired camera nowadays.
You guys really needed to finish the film?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
What I will
Mine
give them a
stand in the way
plus,
of art.
You won't regret it.
what I will give them a little plus for, while the makeup style sucks, now compared to nowadays, like it's just black eyeshadow, black eyeliner done. Not really much going on there. They went to the effort of putting in a textural difference between the two. You can see the wing of the eyeliner because it's like a wetter texture compared to the powder of the eyeshadow. They didn't need to do that. Not many games bother. Give them a big plus on the graphics for that.
Oh, and I get the garage.
Whenever it
too.
goes into her face and
What?
the light
Why?
goes across her eye, you can
Related.
see.
This is where all our editing stuff is.
Well, that's the deal. Take it or leave it.
All right.
Like most
deal.
games just put the eyeliner on and then put like a line across the bottom to look like eyeliner. You have the
Try not to
shadow,
waste it.
a line, and that's it.
Don't worry. We'll put it to good use.
They did it properly.
You all right
Those would be
there?
the performance
You're
issues
looking
people
a
are
little,
commenting on.
Wiggly.
I'm fine. It's just, what is in that fake blood?
I think it's just mint
Very
flavored
itchy
real
nose
blood.
today.
Oh, it did say to avoid any prolonged skin contact. You washed it all off like right away, right?
You don't think it's like actually poisonous, do you?
It's a horror movie, Jaime. Anyone could go. Yeah, anytime. Hopefully there's enough time to fix the camera before they close tonight.
I'm not sure the drugstore clerk will even know how to fix it.
Hey, think positive.
It's not like there's anywhere else in town we could take it.
I was gonna say, like,
What?
why are we going
What
to a
about there?
drugstore?
I thought that
Get the
place was
camera
condemned.
fixed.
Guess they got a new tenant.
Do curiosity shops even repair cameras?
There was a place like that near my grandfather's house. The owner used to tinker with all sorts of old junk. You never know.
I bet they have some rad old junk, too.
Your call, Chris.
Just saw it. The drugstore is called Afterpiece Tonic. Clown reference. Drugstore or curiosity shop? I mean, the drugstore is called Afterpiece Tonic. However, curiosity shop sounds more interesting. And I feel like that's going to open up some interesting story stuff, because we're probably going to find something we wouldn't otherwise in there. I'm going to go curiosity shop. Plus, if I go into the Afterpiece Tonic Pharmacy and
Oh,
I
yeah.
see
I certainly am.
Eye of Clown
curious
stature,
regarding
will
said
run.
shop. Eh?
Yes, I get it.
Lead the way.
Curiosity store first. We might still get to go to both.
Man, if I didn't know any better, I'd say this place looks like it's been here forever.
And a half.
Maybe you should write it in.
Don't tempt me.
What if the owner's deranged?
Also, if I get the option for her on the right here to go bye-bye, gone. She's irritating me. Her facial expressions piss me off. Her mouth pisses me off. Just watch her mouth when she's talking or trying to be funny. It's fucking annoying.
Killer who collects wayward teenagers and turns them into antiques.
And we hit the jackpot.
Check out the wares.
Ooh, cameras.
These look like they've seen better days.
They're not gonna put the best ones in the window. We gotta look inside.
Too bad. So much for that. We can still head up the drugstore before it closes.
And what is it you're looking for?
Hello. Hello. We saw the cameras. We're trying to find a replacement for this.
Of course you are. Please. Come on inside.
Kind of creepy. Oh, why are we her? I want to be her.
Now, let me see. I think I have something that may interest
Saw that wooden
you
horse.
if I can find it out back. Please make yourselves at home.
Okay.
I'll
And
guarantee
be sure to
Glinda's
have a look
instinct's about to go
around.
off.
You never know what treasures you might find.
Make ourselves at home? Here?
I don't know. I think it's kind of cozy. In a failed capitalist state kind of way.
That's very specific.
Let's see. Could it have been in...
Oh, look!
No. Maybe this one?
Found Huntress's mask.
Oh,
Where did I
cute
put
bunny.
all the...
That's not a cute bunny at all.
How has this place become such a mess?
Oh, hello, collectible. Oh, it's the list of collectibles. So this is where we can see them in this timeline, I guess. I want to talk to Linda. I want to see what shit we can find.
I don't know what that is, but it looks painful.
That looks so fucking good compared to the one in Dead by Daylight. Look at the metal bits and everything and the blades. That actually looks really fucking good. Yum. We take it with us because we're probably going to want to beat someone with it at some point. Hello? Legion's pin. Got other things in the background as well, because there's probably going to be other references. Like, I get it. You could walk in here and go, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, all fucking Dead by Daylight references. But what the fuck do you expect in this game? I don't get the people that are negatively reviewing it for that reason.
Who would want to watch this creep fest?
I mean, also possibly a Doctor reference because it's statically crackling like the Larry's TVs, but... Like, is there a reference to... Is the room a reference to something on there? I don't think it is. I'm just going to ignore it. I mean, I can explore this whole room before I talk to her and I have time to. Well, you're familiar as well. As your fucking oil pump dude armor, Bob. Ooh. Okay. Dear Mr.
Whoever
Olsen.
owned this place before had some lousy luck.
We genuinely have words with the devs of any game like this. If you pick something up that's got a lot of writing, let me read it. Don't keep fucking talking over me. Even one line. Just shut up until I put it down. Let me read. Dear Mr. Olsen, this letter will serve to confirm the agreement regarding the sale of Ned's Nutty Ned Knacks. No wonder it went under. All relevant legal paperwork has been signed, and you should receive payment by month's end. My clients also wanted to extend their sympathies to your recent hardships. If there is any lesson to be drawn from this, it's that fire, theft, and casualty are not things that only happen to other people. Okay. Hopefully moving on from Cedar Hills, will give you some distance from the bereavement. After all, time is a great healer, and perhaps one day you'll find yourself able to adopt another cat. Respectfully, Straker. Straker, you motherfucker, what did you do? Eon, this place is huge.
Let's
Get out
say
of my way.
hypothetically, she does find a camera for us.
On that
back
clock.
there. What's the next move?
We got everything we need
Leave?
to finish this sucker.
Well, except the mill. Sheriff Green's gonna have his eyes glued to the front gates. No way we can get back in again.
I never understand why curio shops always seem...
There's gotta be another way into the mill. We have to finish. We have to.
Performance issues. We know they're a thing. Floppy disks! Holy fuck. Yeah, I never understand why curio shops are always depicted as having fucking human skulls. Like, that doesn't look like a fake skull. That looks like a skull. Like, why and where did you get that?
Surely there's something that can help us amongst all this junk.
Say, surely we can't just let ourselves into the back. Oh, look. All the dead animals. All of which look like something from Dead by Daylight. And, you know, crows, they're a big thing in Dead by Daylight. Oh, hold on, there was something on the other side of the shelf over here, wasn't there? Let me move, thank you. Why was the music so dramatic at me picking up the film reel that has nothing on it at all? Like, no info on it at all. Nothing. It's a trapper, Teddy!
Imagine cuddling up to that at night.
Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie, I want it. I want this Teddy. With the wobbly head. Wobbly head! Do it again. Wait, what info do we have for you? Because we get a little bit of info, don't we, on them? I missed one? Bollocks. Although it also says 3 out of 12 and one of them is not visible. So maybe I got that one and it's not put it on properly? I don't know. The Trapper. Young Evan spent his whole life striving to prove himself a worthy successor to the Macmillan estate. Trappings of expectation saw him stumble down the same dark path as his father. Now he roams with a smile that never falters, certain his newfound purpose is making old Archie proud. Be careful where you tread, for each step could be your last. 1-1. Ah, the head doesn't wobble on here. Okay. And that's everything. Yeah, so...
She comes running out straight at us with a giant chainsaw. I'm gonna be like so bummed out.
Why would you do that?
You're in luck. A very fine item indeed.
Yes.
And it's 20 bucks.
But may I?
I insist.
So glad we asked the sister for 20 bucks, not 10.
It's pretty old. Possible we could make it work, but it's not exactly what we had in mind.
It's almost identical to the one you already have.
How much are you asking for it?
Oh, there's a tiny little price tag on it, but I seem to have forgotten my reading glasses. Why don't you take a look?
We're being honest. We're being honest. We're not doing it. Not doing it.
$20.
No, we're being nice. We're being nice to the old lady. I don't think this lady would be nice to the old lady. She looks like a right bitch, but... I move her face or anything? No. What are you doing with your mouth? What was that twitch then?
Okay, sure. I think that seems reasonable for something like this.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for finding us a camera.
Oh, it was no trouble at all. It truly is such a joy to see young people so passionate about the arts.
Yeah. Yep, that's us.
Can't decide it's just creepy or not.
Wait, guys. Oh, I'm such a moron. I told my mom I'd pick up some milk on the way home.
Oh, do you want me to...
Hold this. Be right back.
Wait, Chris, we just spent all the money.
Emergency sock order.
Emergency sock quarter?
Casual. Buy milk. Sure, but let me just have a nosy around this entire room first. Why is there one of these everywhere? Is that just to remind you that you're missing everything? Oh yeah, bitch, you're missing stuff. There's one over there. What we got this time? The waterlogged shoe. Hi, hag. 4 names, 4 trials. She tells me not to rush. Oh. But yeah, that confirms the little collectibles are all killer add-on related. That's the milk. Anything else in here worth checking? I mean, I'll give it a go. I'm taking chunks out of my own thing. No, bollocks. Oh, we have multiple lights. Okay. I was never good at freaking Space Invader-y type stuff. Don't know why. It's basic as fuck. I was never good at it. Did I even go far enough across there for me to hit things? How am I not hitting those 2 fucking blue skulls? So why is the camera just casually dribbling off to the bottom? Okay. How long do we go for? I'm just going until I lose all my lives, because I'll be here for a while. Like, I don't want to do it. Oh, it won't take long, it's fine. Didn't even see what the high scores were. Mouse, can you stop? Why am I so invested? It's just fucking Space Invaders. Oh, someone's locking my door. Pretty sure it's Amazon, so I should leave the package. I've just realised the green ones are supposed to be like little Martians. I genuinely was like, is that a frog? How did that fucking skull not get hit then? Thank you. 3340. Does that get me on the list? I just want to get on the list. It does. Oh my god. The top of the list is ace. we got any other ones on there that are obvious? No. It's Ace. But Ace is the top scorer. Fucking loser. What we got?
I could so find a place for these in Murder Mill. If we had any cash to spare, which we absolutely do not.
El Bruto Firecrackers. Guessing that's the firecrackers in the game, in DBD. Anything else? Andy Dean, Caged Lips. Should be Salty Lips. It's behind you! Horrifically hilarious. Is it, though? I don't recognise any of the names.
Demolition scheduled this year. Whoa.
Lightbringer
Our
Estates.
movie is going to be the last record of the mill.
Hey, shut up. Cedar Hill's renewal enters new phase. Cedar Hill renewal enters new phase. Move fast to secure your place today. Lightbringer Estates has announced that the next stage in its transformation of Cedar Hills, with new homes planned on the land around the site of the former Cedar Steel Mill. Well, that doesn't sound like a good idea, does it? Exploratory visits to the old Cedar Mill site by Lightbringer's expert teams of engineers and architects have already commenced, ahead of demolition scheduled for later this year and construction beginning in early 81. Does not sound like a good idea. I'm sorry. You call your hot dogs bombs, and they are hand grenade, depth charge, dynamite dog, dirty bomb, napalm bomb. All dishes come with fire fries. Fuck. Burgers, barrel bomb, the short fuse, time bomb, neutron bomb. Jesus. One sip, and you'll be hooked. After Peace Tonic. Oh, that was the bottle that was in the room earlier.
Cursed movies? Really? Must be a slow news day.
Is it? Best Left Buried, The Dark Mythology of the Lost Movie by Joe Blue. There are those films that have been lost over time and which, in their absence, have developed an aura of mystery. I don't like the fact that the camera keeps panning in ways that I can't fucking stop it. Why am I going all, like, why am I losing the... Why is the freaking magazine slowly disappearing to the right? So if I go over to the right, the bitch tries to turn it, which is not helpful. These lost movies have fascinated film historians and conspiracy theorists alike, not because they wish to marvel at the performances of the actors or craft of the director, but because they believe, through whatever remnants of footage they can cobble together, they may gain a glimpse into a darker reality realised only by the camera. Sure. Most associated with the production have distanced themselves from the rumours around Dean's disappearance. The most persistent of which... Dean? Andy Dean. Who are you? The most persistent of which is that the surviving footage of any scene involving Dean one never fails to observe a strange rolling fog in the desert background. Rolling fog, eh? And then he disappeared, eh? Perhaps there really was something lurking in the desert waiting for its moment to come forth and claim the film star for its own twisted machinations. I don't think Andy Dean is a name that's in DBD, but that's obviously a reference to the entity. And apparently there's a long list of movies that have the same situation. I'm going to hazard a guess. But the same happens when we do Murder Mill filming. The Large Dairy.
Another missing kid. I hope they're found.
Benny Baker, missing from the 24th of April 1980, from Garfield, hair brown, eyes brown, height 4'6", weight 65 pounds. If you can identify this missing youth, please call Cedar Hills Sheriff's Department Missing Persons. So we still have missing people in the area as of this year, we know Frank Stone is supposedly dead at this point. Could be a copycat, though.
Hey, Chris.
Robert! Wait, I thought you worked at the library.
Wait, how would you know? Don't think I ever saw you come in.
I got spies everywhere, man.
So, Linda.
Busted.
You can always come in yourself, you know. Books don't bite.
Linda's the bookworm. I'm more of a movie worm.
I don't think that's a real kind of worm.
Neither's a bookworm.
So we're about to close in like 2 minutes, so...
Oh, right, yeah. Ring me up.
All right, that'll be 25 cents.
Okay.
Yeah, you sure don't see coin like this working in the library. Actually, you don't
What,
see
shoe
any coin.
coins?
It's volunteer hours.
Not so bad if you like to read, I guess.
True. We've got a rad horror section, too.
Didn't know you were a horror guy. Just books?
Movies, comics, too. Whatever I can get my hands on.
You know, Jaime and Linda and I are all making a horror movie down at the old Cedar Steel Mill.
No kidding.
We could always use an extra hand if you're into that kind of thing.
Super into it.
But
Does my dad know you're going into the mill?
Oh,
He
okay,
watches that
so
place
he's
like a
Sam's
hawk.
son.
yeah, we had a little run-in with him today, but we're gonna sneak back in to shoot the rest.
Man. I would love to be involved.
Involved in what?
Nothing.
Hey, Dad. Yeah, Chris was just telling me about a
We're putting together a fundraiser.
to show movies at the library.
It's seriously with the mouth twitching. I don't like her. I don't like her. Her
right,
model
Mom.
bugs me.
Oh yeah. Let me just get my bag.
Him, however. Apparently everybody was attractive in the 80s. Don't understand that.
Chris. I'm sorry I was a little harsh with you and your friends before.
Oh, that was the other thing I've seen people trying to negatively review this for. Odd interactions like that weird break and then the sigh and then saying her name. It's weird. But have the people who bitch about this played a Supermassive game before? They all do it. It's in literally every game. Same people that are also bitching that it's not Supermassive enough. Like, it is, though.
I just wanted to make sure you're taking me seriously.
Oh, provocative. They told me about Frank Stone. Or defiant. We're still going to finish our movies. Let's go provocative. So ads are coming in like just under 3 minutes. So I'm going to do this little bit and then pause until they're finished. Hello, Trouble. I mean, local cat snuck in.
I get it. They told me about Frank Stone. Gotta be a lot of demons in a place like that.
When you spend enough time in my line of work, you realize every place has got its demons. You ready? Take care.
Oh, it's really off-putting. To get my phone to stay awake so I can do the voting properly.
Just say the word.
Have the stream in
make a
3 different
movie.
locations. There's the game in front of me, there's the stream to the left of me, and then there's a stream on my phone. I can just see 3 instances of the game in the corner of my eye. Like, Jesus, that's off-putting. Entity noises again.
I have worn many masks over the centuries. Dr. Augustine Lieber was renowned, professional, and trusted. Frank Stone confided in me, allowed me to unlock his potential, during those dark days.
But they not picked a
in
different name. Frank is already
psychiatric ward.
in DVD. One of the
And
Legioners.
now, a new guise. A new timeline. A new chance. Giving them the camera, I admit, was unfair, even for me.
Oh, I should have
Didn't
took it.
know what power they held in their hands, nor what cruelty awaits them in the steel mill. But what true creator wouldn't suffer for their art?
It's 2024. These walls have eyes. Garrett Manor, and that seems like a good point to wait because the ads are coming in 20 minutes. So ads are coming in for anyone. 20 minutes, 20 seconds. Ads are coming in for anyone not subbed or turboed. I will continue as soon as they have finished so you don't miss anything. Pushing through a little quicker. In the meantime. Also for Dubaders. Now until September 12th, there is 2 times blood points on all trials. Wait, when does Lights Out drop? Is that during that time or is that after that? What was the map thing that they put up? Oh, it's until Lights Out drops. That drops on the 12th. When's the 12th? It's Thursday. Excuse me. Chances are next Friday we will Lights Out for the stream, just so I can get the tome out of the way. The tome's pretty large. The tome has leaked, at least in terms of the overlook of it, not what's actually in it. As people are already kicking off that there's Dracula specific challenges in it. Like, we're locked behind paid content. Like, yeah, every tome. Shut the fuck up. There are paths you can go without needing to buy anything. That's how it's been for literal years. People are still bitching about it. Where was it? Somebody posted it. It was quite large. There was a lot in it. Why am I not seeing it? Did they delete the post? It wasn't tweet. It was DVD. DVD news. I think. Yeah. The Lights Out Castlevania tome. There's 1, 2, 3. 3 Survivor specific. 1 that's specific. 2 that are specifically Trevor. And then 1, 2, 3. 3 Killer specific. 2 that are specifically Udar. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 that are either or. Literally multiple responses. Oh, they're doing DLC exclusive challenges in an event tome. Yikes. Yeah, because the event tome is Castlevania themed, you dumb fuck. Don't understand people. I do not understand people. Genuinely pay to win. How is it pay to win? There is a path you can take that bypasses all of that. You can get the unlockables without having to have the characters. All you're missing out on is a few blood points and some riff fragments that you can get just as easily with just not doing those challenges. Like, shut up. People are so fucking whiny. Like, I'm whiny. They're whiny. Literally, we're locked out of 4 challenges worth of BP and riff fragments. 4 challenges. 4 challenges, that's it. And people are bitching about it. What is wrong with people? Yeah, so it's the 12th to the... Hold on. They changed the dates as well. Hold on. So on the roadmap, they stole a week of it off us. They actually shortened it. They actually shortened it. So on the roadmap, they've got Modifier, Lights Out, Castlevania, September 12th to 19th, so we get it for a week. Then Chaos Shuffle comes back for 2 weeks at the end of the month, September 24th till October 8th. The Lights Out is only going to be there for 1 week, according to their roadmap. However, the leaked info from the data mine from the newest patches that have like the posts, you know, the page when you go into the event information, you get the information on the event itself. They have dates on them. And on that page, I don't know how you're doing. I'm not even looking. I know it's you. On that page, it's got Modifier, Lights Out, Castlevania available from September 4th to September 19th. They took a week off. They took a week off. We were supposed to have it by now, according to the information that is in the fucking page. Literally, even the tone page that has leaked has at the top, event ends in 14 days. They shortened it. They knew we didn't give a fuck, so they shortened it. Oh dear. Anyway, game. I don't know how you're doing. Right, well, we'll be back in 2024 for. 2024. Shut up. Why are you just sitting there looking at me? Oh. Passionate, are you okay? Or probing bad dream? Probe, bitch, probe. Always probe. Always the right choice. What did I miss about the game last stream? I had to leave halfway through to help a femboy streamer make butter. I'm sorry, expand on that. To help a femboy streamer make butter. As in they were doing like a food stream? Making butter? It's fair play. Right, hold on. So we started in 1963. We had the little bit at the start where we were in the mill with Sam, the police guy, looking for the lost baby. Heard the baby, found the baby. It was next to a fucking melted metal pool with spikes coming out of it. It was a weird place. Frank was there, Frank Stern, with his dodgy mask. He picked the baby up. We shot him in the head. He dropped the baby. We got the baby. We saved the baby. He supposedly fell on the spikes in the pit and died. And there was creepy lady in the hood in the distance. Then we went to 2024. We came to this house. We've got Linda. We've got Maddie, who just woke up. And we've got the creepy guy with a fucking top bun. Top knot. They've all come here to supposedly sell or something pieces of the Murder Mill film. So it's a film that was lost, like no longer a thing or whatever. They've all got pieces of the original film itself. They all brought them to this house to Augustine Lieber. I'm pretty sure is the lady in the fucking hood, because at the very, very start, you see her in the hood. And it says in the subtitles that it's Augustine. And she says her name is Augustine. But if she's the lady in the hood, that means she hasn't aged since 1963 to 2024. Then we cut to 1980. That's where we left it last time. So we did a little bit in 1980 just. We have Chris, we have Linda when she's younger, and we have Jaime. Said it 3 different fucking ways at this point. Making a horror film at the Murder Mill. They didn't know it's the Murder Mill, they just know it as the Steel Mill. They now have discussed the fact that there was a murderer called Frank Stone there in the past, and that they're going to use that as part of their film and break back into the Steel Mill to finish it. They've also potentially roped in another guy that works at the drugstore, which was a reference to Clown, the Aftertonic drugstore. We also went into a curio shop. So we broke our camera while we were fucking around in the mill. We went to the curio shop to see if we could get a replacement or a fix for the camera. We managed to get a replacement. While we were there, we found Huntress's mask. We found a creepy TV that had electric static across it, kind of like Doctor's TVs in Larry's. Just going through the DVD references. We found Legion's pin, little yellow smiley face pin. We found another one of the collectibles, which was Hag's shoe, the waterlogged shoe. I think that was it for the references. There was also one of the oil pumps from Outer Haven in there. We also found a note saying that there have been previous films that have footage has been lost and people are trying to find them because people that were in the movies also went missing, and they think that the lost footage might explain why. But when they find the footage, it's just a creepy, dark mist in the background. I.e., the entity is taking people from these films. Also, hi, Beal, how you doing? So, yeah. Then we come back to here, and we just woke up here. So that's pretty much it. We haven't had a huge amount, but some little bits are being filled in. Mostly we've just found a load more DVD references. Didn't even have a cheesecloth to drain the butter. He kept complaining that the coffee filter he was using to squeeze the butter with was tearing. Who the fuck I've never made butter. Well, I have made cheese. I've made mozzarella before. Why would you use a coffee filter? Why would you use a coffee filter? Fucking Jesus.
Bad dream?
Oh, and the old lady that we ran the curio shop, turns out it was Augustine in a different form. So she's potentially not human, for one. It wouldn't surprise me if she is the entity. Or is related to the entity in some way. Which would be a question mark if she is, because she was the one in 1963 that was trying to summon the entity, and we fucked it up with Sam by killing Frank.
How long was I out? I don't even remember.
Well, she's got something going on, because she ain't aging.
20 minutes?
Well, she is and then she isn't.
Seems like it was a pretty intense dream.
Wait, what happened to Augustine again?
She left.
Left?
She said she had to do something very urgently in her private reliquary.
Hey, now that we're all awake again, can we forget about Augustine for a minute and talk about the 1,000-foot-long elephant in the room?
1,000... Oh.
1,000 feet is the average length of film in a movie?
Oh.
Guess we were all playing it close to the vest before, huh?
It's not my film. I just worked on it. Didn't direct it. It's not even on my official filmography.
I meant how we were all holding back about our film strips.
Oh, right.
Whether you take credit for it or not, it's definitely the most infamous project that's associated with you. Cursed film collectors have been unsuccessfully searching for any trace of it for years. And now we are all here, each with our own little slice of a mysterious pie. It's a pretty big deal.
And the pie we talking?
So, all of our film strips, they're part of this movie you and your friends made, Linda?
If they're not fakes, yeah.
Mine's not fake.
And all that stuff you said about it being cursed?
Murderous rages, CIA interrogation, total disassociation with reality. Because it's so rare, only a few people know for sure. So they say. If Augustine wants the only known surviving pieces of it, she's gonna have to pay up.
Why do you think she wants it so bad? I mean, it's not really cursed, right?
I prefer not to dwell on the past. We're here, someone's offering to buy our sections of the film. That is all I'm concerned with right now.
Any better?
Providence goes a long way towards a successful sale.
So do motives. I don't know about you, but I would very much like to know why Augustine is so desperate to get her hands on this film.
Well, first rule of business is to gather every bit of intel you can on your opponent. And I don't know about you two ladies, but I have been itching to get a little look-see around this big old house of curiosities.
Are we allowed to look around?
What do you say, director? Want to keep sitting around, or want to peek behind the curtain?
Ooh. Let's loot the house. That's my thought. Commanding, what are you waiting for? Dismissive, I'm good here. Commanding, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Also, I'm just saying, if Linda ever comes to DBD as a character, I'm fucking playing her non-stop forever. She'll be my new thing. In this exact look.
What are you waiting for?
I do feel like they'll be missing a beat if they don't bring any of the ending of stuff. Sometimes I can see that yet.
Bold statement kind of room, you know what I mean?
No. I do think they'll be missing a beat if they don't bring the characters in this to DBD. Even if it's just as legendary skins for different characters. Because do it. Like, I would happily play as store clerk that we met earlier, whose name I've just forgotten. What was his name? Sam's son. I would happily play as Linda, young or old. I would happily play as Maddie. I would happily play as Jaime. Like, give me these characters.
New Augustine got cash, but not like this kind of cash.
Sounds like you didn't scout your mark as well as you thought.
In business, we don't call them marks.
Hustling is a racket.
Don't bring him.
Not
We
a
don't need him.
business.
I wouldn't underestimate my scouting skills, if I were you. A lot rattling around up here, that could be...
I mean, to be fair, they were
useful.
only, like... What's the word? Oh. Curious, tell me about Augustine. Suspicious, how do you know about Murder Mill? I want to know about Augustine. Preferably. Either would work, though. Yeah, they were just kind of like consultants on the game, to be fair, just to make sure the lore worked and everything. Supermassive Games made it. The Until Dawn people. I think it goes with what the global majority was if we 50-50 it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the global majority.
Why don't you tell me how you know so much about Murder Mill?
I'm a big fan. It's your first credit.
Cut the shit, man.
Okay. You want to know the truth? When I first heard about it, I didn't believe it was real. But the more I looked into it, the more breadcrumbs I found, and the further I followed the trail, the more fascinated I became. Not just in the film, in the legend. Whether you meant to or not, you created a monster with this movie. Even if it isn't really cursed, the fact that everyone believes it is makes it real.
Believing in something doesn't make it real.
Well, that's why I had to find out for myself. It took me a couple years, but when the opportunity came for me to actually acquire a genuine piece of it, I jumped at the chance.
And just how did you acquire it, exactly?
Hey, just catching up. So, what have you guys found?
Not much.
I'm sorry, we're in 2024. Can we get the electric working? Because what the fuck is with the fucking firelight? It's too dark, man. Look, there's a light. Can we get some more? We just turn these fucking lamps on as we go round. Explore the atrium. I've got a really itchy nose.
Can't deny this place would make an incredible film location.
You can talk over me, bitches.
Italian. Well, the shoes are Italian. And a belt. I got it.
You know what I really hate? Italian. Italian. You fuck nut.
My guy. He's got a guy who's got a pants guy. So I got these pants from his guy's guy. Had them tailored just right by the other guy I know, who also got me the blazer, which is like a super limited VIP club edition.
Well, that was a curious sound.
But you want to know a secret?
Archibald Macmillan. Trapper's dad. This is Trapper's dad.
In a second-hand shop.
Trapper's dad was called Archie.
Right?
That's Trapper's dad.
Oh, you can be sure of that.
What happened over here? Oh, hello. I'm gonna leave that for a second. Anything else? That's the tree from Coldwind. No!
Yes. Let's check out the other floors. Good thinking.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
Before all this goes any further, I need to know how both of you got your pieces of the film.
Between an introvert trapped in a haunted house with two loud extroverts. I feel her pain.
It's no
He's literally
secret,
me.
really.
I hate this so much.
After my mom died a few months ago, I
Granted, if we could just get rid of them and let me explore by myself, I would love it. But having them there as well.
was going through her stuff.
Maddie, what was your mom's name?
Both, or
Was it Bonnie Rivera?
yeah, it. How did you know that?
So we met Bonnie in 1980. That's Jaime's sister. So she's Jaime's niece. Maddie is Jaime's niece.
You look just like her.
Did you know my mom?
A long time ago. A whole other lifetime. Her younger brother, Jaime, was one of my closest friends.
Uncle Jaime. I never met him.
I hadn't heard that Bonnie had passed.
Yeah, it was pretty sudden.
Wow. Maddie, it's quite sad.
I'm going to cut your fucking bun off in a second.
Touching.
Comforting. Fuck him. I ain't interested in him. I didn't give a rat's ass about Stan. Why does someone want to probe Stan? Sort your lives out. His name's Stan, for fuck's sake. Thank you. Jesus. I better still be able to go and check that fucking door that opened now. I'll be pissed if I can't.
I'm so sorry you had to go
With
through
option 2.
that.
To annoy you. Don't lie, you're obsessed with man bun.
It's never easy to lose someone you love.
You have a secret thing for the
Thanks.
man bun.
Lucky for me, it wasn't my first rodeo.
Bonnie. I wish I'd stayed in touch with her.
Weren't you wondering where both of our film strips came from?
I don't suppose you'd like to enlighten me.
Of course.
Surprisingly enough, no, I have a thing for
And?
powerful moustaches.
Well, I can't just tell you for free, can
Well,
I?
he has.
This kind of
None.
information is very valuable.
There is not even stubble there.
What's your price?
You know what? I'm gonna have to get back to you on that.
Why was that so high pitched? You know what? Hold on, bitches. I got a secret door to open. The mouse movements to do things is off. Like, doesn't always register the right movements. Not great on that mechanic. That happens in a panic time. I'm gonna fuck it up. The fuck? Spatial suspension required. Deactivate prior to access attempt. Vent override regulator tuner. Something. Stabilizers, regulators. Temporal machinery. That's, yeah. I have a feeling all of these pictures are her. Are Augustine. Because while they all look like different people in different ages, they all dress pretty much exactly the fucking same. Is the only person it's acceptable to tunnel, Frank? Exactly. Exactly. Oh, hello, Salem. Fucking local cat again.
Looks like practically every room in the house.
It's one that has no signal.
But
Can we see
where's
anything?
our host?
Well, none of those look like what I would assume a reliquary would look like. Actually, no, that one could. No, that's not. That's a... No. I'm guessing the camera that's broken is possibly where she is. That's a... Yeah, love. Can we move? Well, there was spiders on the frickin' window design then.
Cool statue.
Hi, Billy.
Piece, though.
Wait. It's missing its hammer. Can we find its hammer? Wait. I know the hammer was one of the, like, graffiti marks, wasn't it? Wasn't one of the collectibles we picked up.
Wow. Powerful resemblance in Augustine's family. That or Augustine loves cosplay.
Whoa.
Quite a piece. Look at the metalwork.
It's beautiful.
Face of Evil.
Sensationalist trash.
True story of Frank Stone.
Sam Green took down Frank Stone. I could write a better book than this.
Sheriff Lloyd Kusich is a lying piece of shit. Lloyd Kusich doesn't like the title hero. In Fall 63, Kusich, allegedly, was the local sheriff of Cedar Hills, a sleepy Oregon steel town. He's a regular blue-collar Joe doing his darndest to make life a little safer for the folks who put their trust in him. Except it wasn't him that went to the mill. But Cedar Hills was hiding a silent menace, a merciless monster preying on the unsuspecting citizens Kusich had sworn to protect. When the bodies started piling up, the only thing left was for an everyday hero to step up. This is the true account of how Cedar Hills' first and only serial killer was brought to justice. Told firsthand by the man who dared look evil in the eye and pull the trigger. So we know that's a lie, because it was Sam that did that. Oh, I want to go in. No. I mean, I guess. That fateful night, I had sent one of my deputies over to check in on things. Not my first choice. The Flatfoot was from out of state and a little green for my liking. Well, you're a cunt. But all he had to do was to hold the line and report back on anything suspicious. But when Tommy called, I knew this was it. Who the fuck's Tommy? Oh no, Tommy was the guy that was at... The guy with the dog that was at the mill, wasn't it? Standing before the furnace, I thought I'd stepped... Furnace? The fuck? I thought I'd stepped into the fiery depths of hell itself. And there was Stone, standing on that platform like a twisted gargoyle. A tiny bundle of innocence. I don't know why I went to say innocence. That's not even a word. We know I can't read. Deal with it. I mean, I can read. My brain just goes faster than my mouth does, and it confuses me. Like a twisted gargoyle. Tiny bundle of innocence held in his death grip. I mean, even that's not accurate. He didn't freaking strangle the baby. Jesus. Not afraid to admit that I was scared. I had only a moment to act before all was lost, so I drew my gun, took a deep breath, and made a silent prayer that my aim would strike true. Lying bastard. Also, that's like early in the book. What the fuck's the rest of the book about? Stone's corpse wasn't even cold before a whole bunch of out-of-towners descended on Cedar Hills, trying to grab their piece of the action. Lawyers, reporters, rubberneckers, you name it. More than a few weren't satisfied with what they found. They wanted to make a conspiracy out of it. That he must have had an accomplice to do what he did. Me? I don't buy it. Never have. That's because I know firsthand that he acted alone. Saw it with my own eyes. But to all those who claim otherwise, I say this. One monster was enough for Cedar Hills. Well, seeing as in 1980 people were still going missing, I don't think he was working alone. Here's me man bun.
Yeah? And what would you do if it was you here instead of me? No way. You'd be
Looks like it
climbing the
opens
walls
with a
looking
key.
for a way out. Who's Dan? Not in a million
There you go, there's the waterlogged
years.
shoe.
No way.
Hello?
Augustine has a,
I want to talk to you. I want to
unique
go upstairs.
collection. I've
I
never
can't
seen
go
anything
upstairs.
like
Fine,
this
we'll talk
stuff.
to you.
You sure would get a kick out of this place. And then you'd probably kick me out of this place and keep it all to yourself.
Who are you talking to?
No, I wasn't.
I could hear you.
I was talking to my mom. Bonnie. I was in Berlin, at school, when I heard she was sick. But it was my midterms, and she said I should just come home when I finished. So I did. But by then it was too late. She died while I was over the Atlantic.
Yep.
It all happened so fast, it doesn't feel like she's gone. So I just kind of pretend like she isn't.
She was a good talker.
Yeah, she was. Hey.
Also, just for the fact that this is supposedly a fairly short game, we'll go till 7 and then we'll switch to fuck it, DBD. Maybe. DBD or Overwatch, we'll see what I feel like at the time, but one of those two. I'm definitely not in the mood to do more puzzles yet.
Summer. I know you said it had been a really long time, but can you tell me anything about her from when you knew her?
Gosh. Well,
She had terrible makeup.
she was the most intimidating girl I've ever met. Even after I got to know her. She did everything she wanted to do, and nobody could stop her.
And that sounds like Mom. Any good stories?
Can I help you? Oh, hello. Nostalgic. There's something I never told anyone else. Or Kurt. It's not a good idea to dwell on the past. I feel like she would go Kurt, but I'm curious on the nostalgic story. Of how the local cat, the black cat's just wandering around the living room like, don't want to go back outside, but you've closed all the doors so I can't get to the bed to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Literally just circling the room.
Yeah, there is something I've been thinking about. I've never told anyone else. It was a long time ago.
Range is also annoying.
We were just kids making a movie. Jaime, Chris, and me. Everything's still so fuzzy about what happened, but there's one thing that always just stuck in my mind. Clear as a bell. That night,
Why did it zoom in on like
we were
this
on our
part
way
of the iron
home
knot?
from picking up a new camera.
Normally
We
you
were
go
driving past the
zoom in
Rivera's
through the
house.
pupil, wouldn't you?
The garage door was wide open, full of light. And the craziest fucking sound you ever heard was just tearing out of there in every direction. And right in the middle of it all was Bonnie. I don't think I've ever seen anyone so completely in tune with themselves. The only thing that mattered was that moment. Nothing else. That was your mom.
Thank you.
Hey guys. Look.
What? I don't see anything.
Ah! There! Right there!
Oh my god, there's someone out there.
Oh, we have 3. Hello. Concerned this they might be after the film strips. Flippant if this plot gets any thicker. Or serious. Augustine suspected something like this, which I'm guessing is based on something we've found, based on the fact it's got a little thing on it. Yeah, I'd either go serious or flippant. I wouldn't go concerned. Because I don't think she really gives a shit about the film strips.
I have a feeling Augustine expected something like this might happen. She's got this place wired with enough cameras she could catch a mouse.
Oh, because we found the
Security
cameras.
probably means we're pretty safe. Right, so...
Sorry, she doesn't like the fact that I have suspicions about the fact that this bitch has the whole place rigged up with CCTV. Like, that doesn't sound like paranoia. That sounds like, I've seen cameras. It feels like she's probably, like, she knows something's going to happen, or that she thinks her
Do you
house
think
is
we
at
should
risk.
Find
Like,
Augustine, give her a heads up.
Even if you wanted to tell her.
you don't set up a whole fucking
She said
security
she was
system with
going to a
cameras all
private
over the place unless either
library.
something has
That's a
already
place
happened
For artifacts, right?
or you're expecting something to
Facts all
happen.
over the place.
Right. So, if you were gonna have a private place for extra special, extra valuable artifacts, maybe you'd put them behind a door like that.
You've got a point.
Can't we just knock?
I doubt anything can get through that, including sound.
Which means it might be the safest place to be, whether Augustine's in there or not.
Okay.
In the past? Yeah. Phantom of Cedar Steel, Cedar Hills, 1980.
What's taking them so long? I thought we were gonna have a production meeting before we shoot. Van's already all loaded up.
I read an article that said girls don't like it when guys get all twisted up about their punctuality. They find it controlling.
Why did you need an article to tell you that?
I just thought you might find that information useful.
I'm not trying to control Chris. Just got a lot to do.
Uh-huh.
Excited right on time or agitated, you gotta keep it down. Or we could just stay on this screen and just stare at Jaime's face. Yeah. Wouldn't be mad at it. Wanted to balance it. You're just going for the opposite thing you see me go for, aren't you?
Hey, right on time.
Time to get cooking. What?
Nothing. Just trying to keep a low profile. Bonnie snooping around.
All right. Is everybody ready to get this production meeting started? We got a big night ahead of us.
I like how he's talking about being quiet because Bonnie's sneaking around and she's talking a fucking 50 decibels over here. Like, shut the fuck up.
Guys, I gotta tell you, my mind's going like a million miles an hour right now. Did you know you can get like every newspaper article ever written at the library? It's insane. It's all right there.
No, tell me more.
I've spent like all
Yeah, her
day
face bugs me.
looking up every single thing I could find about Frank Stone, the mill, the murders. We are sitting on a freaking gold mine here.
Sounds like a productive day.
And yes, I had some help from my assistant.
I aim to please.
I'm sure you succeed very
That
often.
reminds me. Now that you are an official member of the team, gotta wear the team jersey.
Wow.
Oh, look, they're familiar.
This is this is amazing.
That'll be why Crew
I'm
is written on the back.
You wanna wear the stripes, you gotta earn the rights.
I promise I'll be the best ancillary producer you've ever seen.
Production assistant.
Yeah, totally.
Feast your eyes.
Whoa. Wait, where's Sheriff Green?
Yeah, so Dad's never exactly been stoked about that.
But I thought he got the guy.
Yeah. And Sheriff Kushik took all the credit.
Kushik.
People around
There you
here
go.
knew what was up, but
Let me see that.
This one's a 10-year retrospective. They go into all sorts of grisly details left out of the press the first time around.
and Dad got a little more credit too.
This is big deal stuff. We're making our movie in the very same spot it went down. Can't beat that.
Subdue, guess not, or uneasy Stone's victims were real people. How many times do you want to walk around the coffee table? Literally, he's only been in the room for like half an hour and he's walked around the coffee table behind me like 18 times. So I just keep seeing him walk past me.
Guess not. It's definitely not something you see every day.
That's what I'm counting on.
Wait, so shouldn't we head out?
Yes, right. So, slight change of plans.
What?
When Robert and I dug into all these articles, we realized there might be an opportunity to find some places in the mill that could be even more directly connected to Stone, where we can shoot. So it'll just take us a few minutes to look through.
That's not gonna leave us a lot of time.
Trust me, it'll be worth it. Especially if this is our only chance to go back to the mill.
I'm going to assume the room where he got shot is where they're going to aim for. Look around the garage and then talk to Linda. On a tape, we can shove it in there. Oracle of the Omniverse.
Here,
Guru
let me start
Connor
with these.
Barnum.
So we're looking for Frank Stone references.
We're looking for anything referencing specific locations in the mill that could be associated with Frank Stone.
The mill's a pretty huge
talk it!
place.
That's why I'm sure there's gotta be something we haven't found yet.
Definitely possible.
We'll find it.
Genuinely, if you ever make a game like this, don't have people wittering in places where you can where there's stuff to read, like physically read yourself. It's fucking annoying.
Here, look at this. Mill projections dire for fall season.
It mentions Frank?
No, but
She dies
even
first
the
chance we
mindset
get.
of the workers. People were depressed. There were suicides.
She dies. I don't care. I'm
Not
sick of her
at
fucking
the mill,
voice.
but like people who worked there or got laid off.
Damn.
This was a year or two before the murders started.
Does not sound like a fun place to spend a 12-hour shift.
There are a couple articles like this. The mill was in serious decline.
But if it doesn't mention Frank...
I don't know. It's all related to him, to the way he was, or why he did what he did, or something.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
Opinion?
It's just a hunch.
You're gonna shut the fuck up now. Jesus. Do you feel trapped? Are you living your life or merely surviving it? Pull me out.
I pulled some of these today, too.
What's that?
Obituaries from around the time of the murders. And a little before.
Oh, good thinking.
Can I fucking read? General, let alone currently. Does this universe satisfy you, or are you left seeking a deeper truth beyond this reality? By harnessing the deep knowledge that this book gleaned by Guru Barnum from his studies for those tribes closest to enlightenment, you too can assimilate the wisdom of the ancients' design and emerge from the cocoon of ignorance to soar on wings of cosmic bliss like a butterfly of enlightenment. What a twat. Wasn't even worth waiting for. Who is Frank Stone? Frank Stone is the serial killer that was in the 60s. In the area. That's all we know of him so far. Oh, fuck off, there's more. That's all we know of him so far. It was through my own practices, learnt from my journeys through the American interior, that I successfully elevated my consciousness to the point that I was able to visualize another Cedar Hills, one beyond the veil of our reality. This little town seemed so very much like my own, yet so fascinatingly different in countless subtle ways. To give one example, the Calhoun family still owned the drugstore, but the manager behind the counter was none other than young George, the son who died so tragically some years ago. I was about to say, is that clown's name? No, of course it's not. Here he was in healthy middle age, a season of life I knew he had never reached. Why have I not got a mouse? Hello? Game? Where is my mouse? Hold on. There we go. Couldn't change the page.
An omniverse? Far out.
There is genuinely nothing that pisses me off more in these kind of games than when you have a fucking thing in front of you that you have text to read that is not read out for you, and all they do is talk over you. Shut the fuck up. Even if I was reading it in my head, that would annoy me. Go away. Let me read. Fucking do your speaking when I put the item down. Not when I pick it up. I drew two conclusions from my meditative voyage. One, that every journey through life offers almost incalculable variation. And while we may each have only finite possibilities on our own journeys, there may be other journeys taken by mirror versions of ourselves that visit all destinations. 2. The different planes of reality are not so much separate rivers running in parallel as they are interconnected tributaries flowing to a single vast ocean of experience and possibility. To explore the idea further, we must consider some... Shut the fuck up is what you should consider. But yes, alternate realities, etc. Oh, there we go. Tom Holt interview. Low DBD sounds. I'm stuck. Just like DBD. Random hitboxes.
I'm sure no one was sad to see it go.
End of an era. Cedar Still Mill to permanently close. August 24th, 1967. It took them 4 years to close it after all the shit went down. The Cedar Steel Mill, once the industrial heartbeat of our town, is to be permanently closed after over 40 years of almost continuous operation. Founded by Howard Kinsey Kester, twat. In 1921, the mill in its wartime heyday produced high-quality steel that was distributed across the nation. Mr. Tester's legacy was honoured by his daughter Morgan in a statement given on Wednesday morning. Morgan's Tester, fuck me. Also, why I'll say we'll switch to something else in an hour or so, because I don't think I can read for that long. My brain will have died. Morgan Tester's statement suggested that the family decision to close the mill permanently has been taken out of respect for the memories of those murdered on its premises by former employee Frank Stone. Not everyone is convinced by this justification, however. Interesting.
Journalists sure can't get enough of Frank Stone.
Secrets of Killer Stone come to light. September 16th, 1963. As Cedar Hills tries to make sense of recent events at the Cedar Steel Mill, more disturbing details are starting to emerge about the man at the centre of the scandal, 36-year-old machinist Frank Stone, who was shot dead by police during a violent altercation last Friday. Stone, who our own Sheriff Kushik, trying to remember how they said it, Kushik, is linking with multiple unsolved disappearances over the last 3 years, has been described by those who knew him as a loner, creep, and an oddball. I am Frank Stone. Most shocking are the growing rumours that Stone was taken on by Cedar Steel, and its owners, the Tester family, despite a prior police record for violence. Ooh.
I wonder if Linda's okay with all this Frank Stone stuff.
No more edits, let's go film. Okay. What's on this tape?
Yeah. I can remember it clear as a bell. Don't think I've ever experienced anything like that night. Before or since. And don't reckon I ever will again. Heck, I don't know if I would have even made it out alive if it weren't for Sam Green. The man's a hero. Damn shame that no good sheriff's taking all the credit. Damn crying shame. He all but gave up on finding Stone at the mill. Sam Green. He knew better. He came right up and told me we had to search every nook and cranny of that place. And if we had waited just a second longer, well, there'd be one less beautiful baby in the world. Or worse. Sam took Stone down just in the nick of time. Like something out of a movie.
A
Thanks to Mr.
literal.
Holt, nobody questioned my dad's story.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that achievement said learn that Tom stopped drinking because of Sam. What in that told me that Tom stopped drinking? Nothing. But sure. However, that is literal fucking evidence that the sheriff did absolutely fucking diddly squat and had actually given up. And that Sam was the hero. But Mr. Sheriff goes on to write books about it and shit. So Mr. Sheriff is literally fucking Gilderoy Lockhart.
After that, my
Oh, hello.
dad gave the eulogy.
Oh, that's
in
just
the
the...
past.
Yeah. It's just that thing. Anything else? Definitely not missing anything else. Cop dash.
I didn't want to say anything, but I'm just not a fan of this.
Understandable.
Concerned, her obsession with Frank Stone is intense, or insecure, should I be worried about Robert? I mean, I wouldn't be concerned about Robert. Or worried about Robert. I'd be worried that he's wearing clothes. That's a very different thing. That's a very different thing.
Her whole obsession with Frank Stone and the murders just feels a little
Can I help you?
intense. Maybe it's because she's not from Cedar Hills, but you know, those victims could have been any of us or our families.
But they weren't.
So you don't think it matters either?
I didn't say it didn't matter. I just meant it happened a long time ago. And Chris is excited because some of the locations could work really well for the film. Like this one. Take a look.
What is all this?
I came up with a new scene to shoot.
That you wrote?
Yeah,
Does Chris?
I told Chris about it last night.
Oh, she was into it?
Yeah, we'll shoot it if we have time.
Cool.
This furnace chamber location is perfect. But I wouldn't have known about it without Chris's research.
Called it. Oh, what we got? Encouraging, it's pretty rad, or disapproving, they shouldn't have wasted all this time. Hello? Let me vote, bitch. Thank you. There's something about that, like whoosh noise as the cursor goes round, that's kind of
Pretty rad. I hope we have time to shoot.
tickles my brain a little bit. I
Thanks.
like the
Me
noise.
too.
Oh, yes!
Huh?
What is?
It's a picture of Frank
What,
Stone.
bitches?
Look at the date.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What?
This is from before the murders, before they realized it was Frank.
It's about mill operations, kind of a puff piece to drum up interest in new recruits. Hello, what is this?
Look at the caption.
Worker Frank Stone, machine shop.
Bullseye.
Machine shop, huh?
We've got to shoot there. That's it. That's the place.
It's perfect.
Not where I thought they were going to end up.
So, time to go?
Okay, people. Company move. Time to head on out and shoot the shit out of this thing. Let's go, let's go. Time is money. Let's make a movie.
Now, what were you little ding-dongs working on?
Ding dongs.
Interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present the mill.
Yep. There it is.
Oh, you see the creek down there? We follow
Like-
that, takes us right to the secret entrance.
Did we need murders to happen there to find that place creepy
I
as
don't
fuck?
see it.
That's why it's secret.
No.
We don't have to do this.
Yes, we do.
Ready? Oh, careful. First step's a doozy.
Right, can we not drive closer? Because that's still a fair distance.
All right. This way.
Why does it keep making me play as this bitch? I don't like it. Right, I'm out. See ya. Most checking there's nothing behind us. Games do like doing that. Found the entrance to the storm drain.
Breathe in.
Breathe in and be happy you're not heavy chested, because you would get stuck.
I can't believe we're gonna see the place where Frank Stone actually killed people.
Okay. 2 ways into the storm drain from here.
One easy and one hard?
They're both medium difficulty.
And give us medium one first.
Hi.
Well, medium 1 is to climb the gate over there. Then it's like a straight shot right in, but it'll take us pretty close to my dad's patrol route.
And medium two?
Medium 2 is we cross to the other side, where we're a lot further away from my dad, but it's also gonna take a bit longer.
Those are both very medium.
Right down the middle.
So, which way?
Climb or cross? Cross does not look safe in the slightest, but neither does climb. But I would say climb looks slightly less dangerous.
Let's keep this as simple as possible and not waste any time.
Okay, we just have to be careful about my dad.
We do like simple.
Hop on over.
Simple is safe. In theory.
Your dad really patrols the mill every single night?
Ever since I can remember.
Huh.
Oh, hello.
I used to think it was weird, but it's just kind of his thing.
Why?
Growing up, nothing killed a friendly conversation quicker than someone calling my dad the hero of Cedar Hills.
What's our
I remember
next
he didn't want to be
collectible?
interviewed for that profile they ran for the 10th anniversary. Had a cool title though.
What was the title?
The Man Who Drew Blood from a Stone.
Damn.
I mean, it could make a good title for the other movie.
Other movie?
Mother-daughter ring. Another add-on who... Not that I can remember whose it is, but mother-daughter ring.
We were just batting some ideas around, just spitballing.
Cool.
Who's his mother-daughter ring?
Maybe we should
Spirit?
stick to finishing
No.
one movie at a
Yeah?
time.
No.
Totally. Yeah.
Ads are coming. While they run, I'm going to Google who the fuck that add-on belongs to. Ads are coming in for anyone not subbed or turboed. I'll leave it paused until they finish. Yeah, Spirit. Thought it was. Holy shit. Didn't realise. I don't know when it was nerfed, but so currently, that add-on increases movement speed when you're phase walking with Spirit by 25%. Used to be 40. Holy fuck. Is indeed Spirit, yeah. Okay, the name was in the back of my head, like, I know that. But I play Spirit, so. Catch up on some tweeters and things. Yeah, we'll go till 7, then we'll do a switch, because at that point I could chase this fucking cat out of my flat as well. You listening? As long as he stays out of my way, I'm not too fussed. More conscious of the fact that he keeps freaking sitting directly underneath my chair, so if I move the chair, I'm going to run him over. I have a feeling, along with general neglect, that the family that owns him does not particularly give him any attention because he always wants a fuss when he's here. Like, craving a fuss. Like, shouting at you for a fuss. How the fuck they've been allowed to keep a cat, I have no idea. Oh, it's not 3 of 12, that's number 3. If they're in order, I may have missed one. Which annoys me. Same for there. If they're in order, I've missed the first one of those. It is what it is, I'm not that bothered. I'm fully that bothered. Oh, it might just be those 5 characters then, because then Sam's always there. Amy, Chris, Linda Madison. Fair enough. Fair enough. Right, well, what are we doing? Other than barely being able to see a damn thing.
It's my dad. Everybody, hide.
Okay, next question is, why is your dad here? Is that a purple beamer? That's very bright.
Anyone there? Getting too old for this.
He won't come back this way again. Let's go.
This place is awesome. I wonder what we'll find inside.
Inside what? Because honestly, I can't see a damn thing.
Are you absolutely sure this is safe and we're not gonna fall into some kind of ventilation shaft full of whirling fan blades?
I can't promise you won't, but at least you'll be able to see them as they tear you to pieces.
I mean...
Thanks.
Brought one for everyone?
Yep.
There were whirling fan blades. You'd hear them.
Well, the flashlights, my notebook, some pens, a couple of granola bars.
What the fuck have you been watching to think that that's what's going to happen?
Bottle
Like,
opener, sunscreen, collapsible cookware, and utensils.
considering things like Tomb Raider that has that all over the place, didn't exist at this point.
Be prepared.
I guess like Bond films would have had that shit. Indiana Jones maybe. But where do you think we are? And who the fuck is watching us? Can I just stand here and figure out who the fuck is watching. Move! Who the fuck is watching us? Nope. Again, still does the thing where they hold the light upwards if you're too close to something. Kind of wish that was fixed in the patch today. This way, fellow traveler.
Just gotta find a way up.
Haven't you ever talked to your dad about that night?
What night?
The night he was here with Frank Stone?
Beware the night watchman.
There was
Who are you?
one time when I was little and he was really drunk. Even though he doesn't remember, I kind of like knowing what he went through.
Have fun. I'm off.
I get that.
He didn't talk to me like a little kid. Or like...
Who would have left this here?
I found a wraith. Yeah, that's number 4, so I've missed one. I've missed one. Which I guarantee is probably fucking Nurse, which is going to piss me off because the Nurse is clearly the one I want to find. But I missed one at some point. That's just the... Yeah. I don't really see the point in this because you can't click on them or anything. Wait. If these are also in order, I've missed 2 of those as well, apparently. Because those 3 were in order. These can't be in order, because that was right after, like, game time-wise, those were right next to each other. Which way are we going? Okay, let's check it out. Let's check it out. Hello? Well, that's some of the marks on the walls are collectible things as well. Why is there a chair? Do I want to be here? I don't think I want to be here. Slightly concerning. So, I cut my hair from waist to chin length. Holy shit, and I lost 2 kilograms. Holy fuck. I feel like a fairy now. Hi, Anna, how you doing? Damn, that's a lot of hair to lose. In fact, if you've gone from waist to chin length and lost that much, you probably lost more hair than I've ever had in my life. Combined. Damn. Highlander 2, The Shittening, has a random room in the tunnels under the antagonist corporation's building with a descending death fan. Why would any company need a room like that? Yeah, maybe that's what they watched. Just a weird reference of, what happens if there's a death fan that we fall into? Like,
But if I pull the director card, she'll probably never talk to me again.
weird light as well, even though there's no power to connect it to.
Huh, a little key.
Or the shed. Casting shed? Is it not normally a casting sofa?
Better get back to Robert.
Two and a half hours. Holy fuck. Yum. That's also possibly more time than I've spent dressers in probably the last 5 years combined. Mine's just shave the sides and back, trim the top, done.
I was gonna say, he didn't talk to me like a little kid. Like
which I think is
dad.
possibly happening tomorrow because we have a wedding at the weekend and fuck me, my hair needs something happening to
He
it.
showed me all his scars.
It's been a long time since I had my hair looked at.
Real bad. Still can't use it like he used to. Probably never will.
Damn. I didn't know it was so intense.
He told me he and Frank Stone squared off face to face.
What kind of got
here
like
in the mill. The furnace chamber, actually.
Oh shit. What else did he tell you?
Just that He saw things no man should ever see or know.
What does that mean?
Every time I've ever brought it up, gets that look in his eye. And I just don't want to see him like that.
With you in a minute.
You sound disappointed.
No. No.
I'll just keep talking to him when I'm nowhere near him.
But I'm glad you've got such a good relationship.
Yeah, let's just ignore him. We have got things to do. And literally nothing here. We stand there long enough, will he walk round and just be like, what the fuck are you doing? There is nothing here unless I can pick that up, but it didn't look like I could. Nope. What was the point of coming in here? Yes, it is. Got supermassive games. Which, to be fair, considering it's not a indie game or anything, it's a known company with a reputation, all that kind of jazz. I'm surprised they didn't try and put it at 60. I'm glad they didn't, because it's not worth 60.
What was I just... Oh, right. But I'm glad you've got such a good relationship with your dad.
Well, it does also get you 2 million blood points on DBD. You know. What was the whole point of that area? There's nothing. The cosmetics, obviously, and the banners and things. What was it? It was whatever the deluxe edition costs. You also get 2 million blood points for DBD. T-shirt for every OG survivor. Trapper mask. And 2 banners and 2 badges. We consider the cost of cosmetics. Normally. If you were just buying this just to play this, 40 quid's a lot. Get it on sale. But if you compare it to, like, getting those cosmetics as well if you wanted them, the game itself is not 40 euros. It's like 10. And the rest has gone towards DBD.
No way.
Oh, it's Sam's hat.
Wow. I think that could actually be my dad's. Yeah.
I thought police officers had to guard those things for their lives.
I'm sure he did.
So that's the grate that we fell down as Sam.
Again, I can see why he left it behind.
Yeah, because there's the hammer. Or what was a hammer. I love how that means somebody put a hammer on those fucking screws. And then spray painted it. Why? Just why? Nearly there. This lot wasn't here when we were here before, though. Somebody's added that since the 60s.
Gotta love a scenic route. Any major plans for after we graduate?
I haven't given it much thought. Not like you.
Oh, hello.
What makes you think I have?
I can just tell. The film, the directing, it's in your blood.
And your blood? You want to be a cop like your dad?
No way. I like movies too.
You want to go that way?
That's kind of why I wanted to help out.
Hey, be with you in a minute. Wait, yeah, this is the direction that we went with Sam, because I remember looking up there. So we went this way with Sam. Back when we shot Frank in the face.
So I was gonna say, no way. I like movies too. That's kind of why I wanted to help out. Horror movies especially.
Oh.
Right, McGowan?
I thought you just liked hanging out around haunted mills. What was I just... Oh, right. Oh. I thought you just liked hanging out around haunted mills.
You don't really think it's haunted.
Don't
But why are you both here? You went the other
Knock
way.
it off.
Fuck off. Leave me alone. That is covering up a crawl space. I can literally see it behind it. I reckon we're probably going to come out that way at some point.
I think this is it.
Anything in the bin? That is the cleanest bin I have ever seen. Last chance to turn back. Nah, we don't do that. We run headfirst into the killer. We do it in DBD, why not do it on this? I really do with the Wii, but I said we'd go till 7 with us, so I'm going to try and hold off for half an hour.
Robert, you're a genius.
Good call on the storm drain.
Thank you, Robert.
Come on, people. No more
Lots are
standing
out in
around
force
flapping
today,
our
that's the
yap
third
sacks. One more
thing.
scene and we're done.
Ooh, so this is where Frank died. He died underneath this thing. There's his face. Oh, with the really shit acting for their film.
And cut. How was that for you?
I think we got it.
You know what that means, right? And that's a picture.
His jaw is very loose. Lucky man.
Way to go, everybody!
Love how Flit just tried to jump in through the kitchen window, saw Salem on the floor and ran off. Oh, and now Willow's here. Hello. Oh shit. Disapproving, a little premature with the face sucking. Insistent, we still have one more scene. I'll actually be insistent. Hi.
I think we still have one more scene left to go before we're officially wrapped.
Wait, what's the last scene?
Right. Yeah. Linda pitched shooting a scene that would flesh out our backstories.
Adding a little flesh, huh? Yeah, I think we could work with that.
But you're playing brother and sister.
Come on. With our
Cat.
chemistry? Nobody's gonna buy that.
Where are you thinking we'd shoot the new scene?
Literally. This down here, not my cat. The cat that's just gone through there that I was just holding, that is my cat. Because this guy is down here, like guarding the fucking food in the water bowl, both of my cats have been in and both of them have just left because they're like, what's he doing here? Oi, I can hear you hissing in the kitchen. Yeah, and hiss at my cats, bitch, or I'll kick you out. Fucking rude. Yeah, like we're constantly of a mind of we don't want him in the flat if he's going to be rude to our cats, which he's currently sat in the kitchen hissing at Willow. I'm listening, bitch. But at the same time, we don't want to kick him out because we know he's not looked after very well where he lives. I'll probably kick him out when we in between games in a bit.
I do have a place in mind, actually.
Oh, yeah. That's the furnace chamber, right?
Ugh, the Calico's a little bitch.
What do you guys think?
He is a little bitch.
Say we do it.
Sounds good.
She is very much the diva of the household. Considering there's 2 gay guys that live here, she is the diva of the household.
Huh?
Yo.
Who is following us?
Coming?
Like, it could just be Sam.
Be right there.
Nah, Flit isn't. Flit's chill as fuck.
Did you see something?
Surprisingly. Like, he's
No.
not...
That was nothing.
You sure?
All of the generic things that you
You
think
seem
of when
kinda
you think of a cat, Flit doesn't do.
What's up?
Nothing.
Nothing, right.
She does.
Except Jaime saw a ghost back there.
Okay, I'm not fine.
Like, she knocks things off the side, she hisses, she has attitude, she wants to fuss constantly, but then It's Bonnie.
Gotcha.
She wants a fuss constantly, but then as soon as you give her a fuss for more than 3 seconds, she'll attack you. Wants to come in all the time, but then as soon as you open the door, she'll run off. All those kind of things.
We don't need any help.
He doesn't do any
Then
of
I'll
it.
just hang out and stay out of your way.
He just wants to
This
come
is a
in,
closed
eat,
set.
sleep, have a little bit of a fuss
Apparently
before he
not.
goes to sleep. That's it.
Bonnie, I really think you should be helping Dad at home right now. You've got a lot on your plate, you know?
And that's all I'm good for?
No. I mean, Linda?
Get me involved. Relax, I don't care if she tags along. Familiar, Bonnie's going to do what Bonnie's going to do. I'm going to go familiar. Either way, kind of, it's similar outcome. I feel like the more friendly approach between the two is probably the right one. I just noticed she actually has eyeshadow on. She's got like
I
a
get
little
the
pink
feeling
going on.
Bonnie's gonna do what Bonnie's gonna do no matter what we say. And that's that.
Well, okay. Are we just gonna stand around or are we gonna make a movie? Time is money, right?
Just make sure you don't get in the way. We've still got a lot to do, and I don't work well with distractions on my set.
I think you mean our set.
I will keep repeating. If there comes a point where we can get Chris killed, she dies. Like, if it's obvious that it's going to result in her death, I'm doing it. Fucking hate her. She's the Emily of this game, for those that have played Until Dawn. I'm just going to run backwards and check everywhere for any other collectibles. Hello, such as that one. There's no handle. Okay. Like, what am I looking at? Because I couldn't see. It's too dark. So if we find a handle, it's to get in there and grab the collectible. Is that the only thing here? I'm pretty sure it only shows us the collectibles that are the killer add-on things. I don't think it shows us teddies. She is using plunderers, yeah. Normally you get it as either later in the game or it's a post-game, like a New Game Plus thing. If you get the deluxe edition, you get it from the start. Annoyingly, I think I've still missed collectibles even with it. So, you know, it didn't help that much. Can I have a handle, please? Or a crowbar or something to open that door? Without the game constantly... Oh, that's the... Yeah, that's the... Sam's hat's underneath there. And that's the grate, that's the word. That he climbed down in the 60s. The game doesn't like this area. It's having a few stagger issues. I can't see anything to help me open that door. Alright, we'll carry on, I guess. I'm not overly asked about the collectibles, I'll just come back and collect them off camera when we've finished. Yep, because we read that when we were Sam. Fast. Oh, hello. Something else here? Or is that just telling me the one over there? One over there. I could barely see it. Well, I can't see a way to open the door, so we'll just go. Maybe I made something that would have given me the item previously to open the door. Really need to weeb. I want to hold off for 20 minutes.
You okay?
No, yeah. It's just... This is right where my dad came face to face with Frank Stone. I always had...
You might yet come face to face with him. He's still down there.
Now that I'm actually seeing it with my own eyes, I don't know, it's different.
With that. Also note the entity tendril like scratches everywhere down there. Which are all centered around where Frank Stone's body is. Where was it? Maybe we can find something to put on that. Let's turn the power back on. I imagine you'd want to, but... Oh. I do need to, because I need to move that over. Okay, so I need someone to turn the power to help me turn the power back on to get the collectible. Yeah. Doesn't help that the lighting is not the best. Send help. Kind of just hoping that I manage to walk into the right space and it comes up in the bottom right saying, click on this, look at this. Hey, Beanpot, hope you're having a good day. I'll do. Give me that. If only I'd found a fucking handle outside for the other one. So we definitely missed at least one. With you in a minute, guys. I need to go collect me an add-on. And let me click. Blighted rat. 5 names I have taken, but I feel no closer to the path. I mean, that's the 5th one we picked up, and the 4th one did have a note about 4 somethings. So maybe we're not missing any. Maybe the one outside I get on the way out. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely not in order, because there's no way I've missed 3 at this point. 1 potentially outside than where they were. I need to talk to one of you. No? What are we doing? Hello? Nothing there. Up there was just the thing. Couldn't click on that. Anything in here? No? What do you want me to do? Talk to Chris. It wouldn't let me. Okay. Must be in front
Here's
of.
what we're gonna do. Jaime, Chris, you start here. Robert and I'll follow. Bonnie, just stay behind and try not to make too much sound while we're rolling.
You got it, boss.
All right. Everybody ready for a take?
Lights ready, sound speeds.
Jaime? Chris?
All set?
And action.
Is there something else you want to say to me? Because now's your last chance.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, there is. Don't do this.
I have to.
No.
You don't.
Oh yeah, he didn't
No,
fully
that's
look
not
right
true.
at the camera then
Maybe
at all.
I'd feel better if it were anyone else.
Hit me.
Who else is there?
But it's not fair.
No one said it was.
Already lost Mom and Dad. I don't want to lose you too.
Now who's being unfair?
What is this voice he's trying to
At least
do?
I'm not being selfish.
Selfish? I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for our parents.
Is he trying to be Christian Bale or what?
If I can pull this off, it might not be too late to save Mom and Dad.
That's impossible.
Nothing is impossible.
Something about this just doesn't seem right.
The acting, that's what.
Do you trust me?
I...
Do you trust me?
Yes, of course!
Alright, Aladdin,
You know what I have
Jesus.
to do.
Where's my magic carpet? Yeah, the camera work is also atrocious.
Linda, that
was
sick!
Totally.
Was
felt like
it?
just what this thing needed.
How was the
Did
lighting?
it?
It was great, thanks. Did you hear that weird groan right at the end there?
No, but...
That was me.
Don't sweat it. We're gonna replace the sound at Jaime's anyway.
That was me.
How'd I do?
Proving Jamie it was perfect. Hesitant, you were good. Sorry, but I ain't fucking dressing that fucking shit up. There's not enough glitter in the world for that turd. Oh, hello. And now we have not my cat. Hang on, there. My cat and Willow's here. Oh, there you go. You can just about see her head pop up then. All three cats are just here. Not my cat. It's just chilling next to him like, I don't want to go outside. It's cold. For fuck's sake.
You were good.
Wow. Okay. So neither of us are very good actors, huh?
Oh yeah, he's been coming in.
You were fine.
We know he's a guy.
But, you know, maybe it's just not
He's
your
been
fault.
coming in since we moved in 5 years ago.
I kinda
Literally
hate
the
it.
day we moved in.
I feel
He
like
just
next
wandered
time
straight in.
I might wanna
Came for a
try
fuss.
something
Came for a
easier,
drink.
Like directing.
Has been multiple times a week since we moved in for 5 years.
You okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, like probably 6 months ago or so, we got to a point where we were like, he comes and goes. He'll have like 3 to 6 months where he's here every single week, multiple days, and then he'll disappear for a few months. Then he'll come back again. The purely black one is the one that's not as. There's a black and white tuxedo cat that's as, which is Flit, and then there's the calico, which is Willow, which is as. But yeah, he comes for like 3 to 6 months, multiple times a week, has a little nibble on some whatever they've left in their food bowl. Like we've literally, even when we first got here before we had cats, we never put food out for him or anything. We never got food for him. He just started turning up. Put a bit of water out because it's fucking water. Since we got cats, it's like, we're not going to put extra food out, but if they're not here and you are hungry, help yourself. You know, what the fuck ever. We're not technically giving you food, but you can have the food that's there. If you need it, you need it. He has collectively, like, repeatedly through the years, he's turned up and got skinnier and skinnier. Like, wasn't skinny when he first started turning up, but he's got skinnier and skinnier to the point that you can feel ribs at this point, and you can feel spine at this point. Quite a few times has turned up flea-ridden. We're fairly certain he's got eyesight issues, but that could be age. We're not entirely sure. But about 6 months ago, we got a local charity that picks up strays. Because no collar. At that point, we didn't know he had an owner. We just thought it was maybe a stray that's turning up. We don't know. Like neighbours in the flats have said, yeah, he's been turning up as for a couple of years at that point as well. Just turns up every now and then for a little bit of a fuss or a little bit of warmth or whatever. So we're like, that screams stray to us. So we got them to come and pick him up. Like, they literally rang us and were like, whenever he's next to yours, keep him in, shut the doors, let us know, we'll come pick him up. So they picked him up, took him away, checked him over health-wise, like, eyesight is a little off, but otherwise, health-wise, technically at that point, was fine, little underweight. At that point, he wasn't at his skinny points. Like, he dips. Like, sometimes he'll turn up and he's fine, sometimes he's skinny as shit. Defleet him. Check for a microchip, nothing. At that point, it wasn't illegal to have a pet without a microchip. Now it is. Pretty sure they still haven't microchipped him. So they couldn't tell if he had an owner or not. So they put it on Facebook, just has anybody lost a cat? Because we've found one that's been frequenting the same place. We've picked them up. They seem okay. Like, they're not scared around humans, so suggests that whether neglectful or not, they're not abusive, at least. And somebody who lives, like, over the back. So behind me is the back doors. There's a car park behind that, and then big hedge, and then another row of flats behind that. Someone that lives there is his owner. So he was taken back. Didn't come back here for 3 to 4 months or so, and then started reappearing a couple of months back. Very skinny. Eyesight even fucking worse. So we have made a point of deliberately keeping a few tins of food aside for when he turns up. And I just can't kick him out. Nah, if you want to sit in for a few hours and just fall asleep on the sofa, you carry the fuck on. We have reported them to 2 different places now. Neither of them have done anything. But yeah, they have been reported. The worst thing is that we recontacted the same fucking charity that we used before. And they were like, are you sure it's the same cat? Like, no, we have a random other fucking cat that's just randomly appearing constantly, you dozy twat. Yes, it's the same cat. It's been turning up for 5 years. I think we know it's the same cat. Like, definitely the same cat.
About this
Cats don't appreciate it,
Doesn't
though.
seem right. Okay.
Technically, he was here first.
I don't know.
Our cats do not appreciate it.
Gotta agree.
They pull up with it, they're not
Go around doing impressions of you
bothered
jokes.
by him as such, but they aren't happy about it.
And me.
I feel honored to have just joined the list.
Hot damn, kids, that was fun.
You really thought it was okay?
Yeah, better than half the films I see in New York. I mean, one of them.
Literally, both of them are sat on the side in the kitchen just watching him.
Seriously, I'm impressed. But I gotta be honest.
What?
You really didn't think I'd notice what you were doing?
What was I doing?
Just playing out your own bullshit interpretation of real life.
I don't understand.
Sacrificing your own life for the good of your sibling and your parents definitely sounds familiar. Almost like it could even be based on someone we know, but gee, I wonder who.
That's not fair, Bonnie.
No one said it was.
We're trying to make something fun. I'm not trying to make everyone else miserable.
At least I'm not being selfish.
Selfish?
Bonnie kind of short.
Don't throw
Jesus.
the lines back at me.
What?
That's a big
You don't
difference
wanna tell
from,
me
like,
how
wavelength.
noble it is
Jeez.
that you're making this movie with your girlfriend
Can't see
while
my cat's
I have to
reactions
scrub
when
my
Sawyer
entire life
comes
to
home
take
on
care
Sunday.
of you,
I
your
smell
dad?
war. Nah, that should be fine. It should be
liked it better when
fine.
you were gone.
They'll be off for a bit, but they'll be fine. I find cats tend to be a lot more. I don't know, like when you, well, we had 3 cats at one. Well, we've had 3 cats, 4 including the black cat. Casual, fuck it. So we had a tabby cat first, called Miko. You don't get the references. All 3 of our cats are named after Pocahontas characters. Miko being the raccoon,
Hey, Bonnie,
Blitz being the
you wanna come
hummingbird,
outside with me for a
Willow
minute?
being the
I
tree.
could use your help with something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that fucker ran away.
Whatever.
Literally, we had him for just under a year. I think he was coming up to a year. Then he went out one night, never came back. We're going to assume ran away, was microchipped and collared. If something had happened, we probably would have been informed. We're going to go with that just for our own sanity.
So, I just wanted to tell
Then got
you.
those. But when we
how
got
much I loved
Flit,
making this movie with you.
it was just Flit.
Me too.
Miko was already gone.
I mean,
Tom had got
with
Broody.
you, not
Wanted
with
another
me
cat.
also.
We got Flit a
You know
year
what I
after
mean.
Miko went missing.
I think we should do.
We only
something
had Miko
special to mark the occasion.
for about 6 months
So, I don't know if I'm
before
quite
somebody
ready
was
to
getting
break out
broody
the
for another
champagne
cat.
just yet.
But we finished the movie.
We are in a very small flat. I did not want two
We
cats.
finished the
This is a
shoot,
very
yeah,
small
but
flat.
We're still gonna have to sell people on this thing.
Like, to the point
sure.
that the room that we
We
play
should keep
board games in at the
exploring this
local
place while we
pub, so
still
every
can.
Monday I go to a
I don't know if
local
that's a
pub,
good
we play
idea.
board games and
If
get
we
drunk.
can just get like one
Just
more
the
shot
room
of
that we
something
use.
directly connected to Frank
Bigger than this
Stone,
flat.
like anything he might have left behind.
Not this room, this
We'll
flat.
get all the attention in the world.
Damn.
We should look for that place from the newspaper.
There's not a lot of
article,
space. So the
machine
cats
shop.
are... There was no way they were being indoor cats, because that's not
Hey,
fair on them.
Chris.
But we got Willow. Flick couldn't give a fuck. He spent the first week she was here voiding everything to do with her. Like, literally, always in a different room or out as much as he could. If they were in the same room, like at night when we were in bed so the doors were closed and they were stuck in here, wherever she was, he'd be the opposite corner. For a couple of months, they were perfectly fine. They were perfectly fine with each other. They still fight like shit, but it's play fighting. Like, they don't injure each other. They should be fine. They should be fine. Cats are not too bad at adjusting. Dogs, however, if you have a dog for a while and then bring other pets in, the dog could be a bit funny for a while. They're not as good at adjusting, in my experience. When Luna came, my two older cats were hissing and she was like, fuck yeah, and went to eat. Also that, the new animal very rarely gives a flying fuck when it comes to cats. If it's a cat, like older cats, a new cat comes in. The newer cat couldn't give a rat's ass. The older cats would be like, bitch, this is my place, get out. Until they realise that's not happening. And then they're like, ah, fucking fine. The new cat never gives a flying fuck. Willow was a pain in the ass when we first got her. Because she was everywhere. She was everywhere. Like, she would crawl up the fucking walls where she could. Exploring. Pain in the ass. That's also small. Don't give a shit. 4 cats. Here we go. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Right, raise the camera.
Holy,
What can you see?
Something freaky. I don't know if I can describe it. I'll try shooting a little.
I mean, it's Frank. We know Frank's there because that's where his body was and it was glowing.
Ah, rats.
What's that?
Oops.
Camera needs cranking. Hold on.
Crank it, bitch.
That did it. Okay, let me get more. Whoa! Ain't that something? Whatever the hell that was, it's gonna look great in the movie.
Tell me you fuckers can see the face. Like, I can see the face. And it's dark as shit.
Think that door will take us to the machine shop?
Only one way to find out.
Let's go
We'll
take a
go.
look.
We'll go until either ads run or are due to run, or the next chapter starts. You watch it switch to a new chapter now, and then we'll switch to DVD. So I really need to pee anyway. I need a break. Ew, DVD. Yeah. It was either that or Overwatch to switch to, just to end with for a little bit, a
My
couple
dad would
hours.
kill me if he knew I was in here right now.
You know what? No, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. That looks like a good. It looks like a large area, and I really need to pee. So we'll leave it there. I did say 7, so we're more or less on time. Let me just note the times. The 2 hours and 45 for that. Right. I am going to pop some ads and bugger off for a quick wee. Won't be long. We will be doing some DBD Survivor afterwards. Let's get rid of that. So I just had a moment. I was like, wait, that's not my desktop background. I switched the picture to the Frank Stone background. Hang on. Hang on. Can I update this? Did I shove the picture? Well, I'm literally switching scenes in a minute, but it's going to bug me. What the fuck? Hello? Why are you stretched like that? There we go. That's my desktop background. Right. I'll be back in a minute. I won't be long. If anyone wants a Swift, it'll be open lobby as usual. It won't be too long. We're back in a minute. I'll leave you on the BRB screen. Back in a mo. Ads are coming in shortly. Ignore the fucking casting of Frank Stone name. I edited it on the starting screen and not this one.